Hi, everyone. Welcome to Zodiac Zone. Have you been feeling this crazy energy? So what's going on is we have our first lunar eclipse of this year. And a lunar eclipse is very different than a solar eclipse. Lunar eclipse is about endings. And the one this year is in Virgo. So I feel that for all the listeners out there, if they have their sun in Virgo, their moon in Virgo, their ascendant in Virgo, and if they know about the nodes, the lunar nodes, which are elliptical points in the sky, if it's Virgo Pisces and they have that, they're kind of feeling this energy. And this energy is very strong. And the last time we had a lunar eclipse in Virgo was 2016. So to me, it just feels like the energy is just a little bit off. To me, it feels a little off. Some of the themes, and I kind of wrote a couple of things about the themes here that I thought were interesting, and it's really going to be about a focus on your health, because Virgo, the sixth house, is about health. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and it's let's say you're feeling a little bit under the weather. I know a couple of people have had COVID, pneumonia, walking pneumonia. This could come up, especially, again, it's very interesting. My ex-husband has a sun in Virgo and a north node in Virgo, and he developed walking pneumonia a couple of days ago. So kind of interesting to me. So again, that Virgo part is very clear here. Another thing I wanted to say too is work and service. This could be something that could be a sign of the Virgo energy. If you're not happy with your job, or you're feeling like there's other horizons that you're ready to pursue, this is a good time to maybe have an exit strategy and ending to it. Again, lunar eclipses about endings. They're very fated. Maybe releasing old patterns or routines. Sixth house, Virgo, represents routines. So maybe it's, hey, what isn't working for you now? What is it that you have to release? This is a really good time to kind of work this. And, I take astrology classes just like most of astrologers, and it's always about flowing with the energy instead of being against the energy. I think that we have been conditioned to look at things that are good and bad, and we get into almost a state of consciousness where we're looking at our perpetual patterns. And these things aren't bad. These things, maybe they helped you at a time where you needed to be in this pattern, and maybe this is a time to release this pattern. Another thing I wanted to say about Virgo is emotional clarity, and personal impact. These could be themes that are coming up to really being clear. Unfortunately, we're coming into Mercury retrograde too, which I don't know about you guys out there, but I have had all kinds of electrical problems. I had to reboot my computer. That's where we're starting a little bit late. So it's not uncommon for these things to happen, but don't freak out. I'm under the opinion that, just kind of flow with it, go with it. And I believe that that's a lot of what's going on here. With this Virgo Pisces, these lunar nodes, and this lunar eclipse. And it's very important for you to go out tomorrow and, like I said, release this energy and look at what it's teaching you. And also, too, where Virgo is in your house, in what house, Virgo and Pisces. Pisces rules, I have Mercury in Pisces. Virgo rules my second house of self-worth and money. So to me, I'm like really looking deep inside my self-worth, my money, what I'm thinking. I want clear thinking. I want to let the stuff that, uh, stays in my head and doesn't serve me, I want to let that go. So just wanted to make a note of some of these things. I was thinking, do we have time for a reading? Yes. Okay. Do we have Magda?
Hi, how are you?
How are you? Do you have any Virgo Pisces ruling anything?
No, on my sister, Pisces.
Your sister's in Pisces?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I was just making a note of saying that, it's really about just letting things that don't serve you go. Sorry, I'm pulling up my program here. So what I do is I am an evolutionary vibrational astrologer, and I read charts, and I want to get to the soul of why somebody's doing what they do, to understand really their soul purpose. So I will read this really fast and just kind of give you a little touch of what's going on.
Okay.
So what is day, month, and year you were born?
June 15, 1982.
June 1982.
No, 15. June 15th.
June 15th, 1982. And the time you were born?
I think 3:15.
3:15 a.m. or a.m.?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the city state?
Poland, Wesławiec.
I'm sorry?
Poland?
Oh, Poland.
Yeah.
And what city in Poland?
Wesławiec. I don't know how to spell that.
Okay. We'll try to get to this the best we can here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Sometimes these things are in my program, sometimes they're not, but okay. Oh, Wesławiec. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm searching. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Okay. We're just going to kind of look at this really quick. So, all right. So your south node is in Capricorn in the 8th house, and your north node is in Cancer in the 2nd house. Are you a really hard worker?
Not really, a little bit.
Okay. I mean, are you pretty I mean, sometimes with a south node in Capricorn, they're very literal. They like to get tasks done. They're very conscientious, and you can operate a lot in your masculine energy. Does any of this relate to you?
A little bit.
Okay. Okay. So your north node is in Cancer, and it's in the 2nd house, and that I would say is really getting into, it's really it's a couple of things. In the chart, Saturn represents father, The moon
Right.
represents mother. So a lot of times for this node placement, it's always about balance of work and family. It could be issues with mom and dad. Um, and it really is getting to the emotional, sense of who
Mm.
you are, because that is Cancer. It could be also, you know, operating more in the feminine. I don't know if that relates to you, but that's how
Uh,
these.
my- well, my father's well, he was a Cancer, so
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
my father was a Cancer. Does that mean like
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's again, sometimes it's the theme of work and family, and
right?
finding the balance, or finding the balance of parents, accepting them for who they are, and understanding from a karmic standpoint that the soul picks the family. And even if the family is not what you envision a family to be, there's always lessons there. You know,
Right.
um, I would say you have Mercury in Gemini. Um, you're a very vocal person. Are you a bit of a comedian? Do you like to make people
Yeah.
laugh, or do you? Yeah, yeah, because you have a
Yeah.
Mercury and Sun in Gemini. I would say in your moons in Pisces. So again, I feel like this is really important for you to let things go, to let the things that are not working for you, that deep down unconscious stuff, let it go.
Okay.
Things, because you do have the moon in Pisces, and Mercury and Pisces and Virgo are opposing. So yeah, so that's just a little mini reading tonight. Just want to give you a little clarity, and go out and release for you, and let the stuff that and bring on the stuff that whatever areas of your life that you want to make better. Focus on that. And thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay, so that's really what I wanted to talk about tonight, is this powerful lunar eclipse. Again, just to summarize, it's Virgo. Pay attention to your health, pay attention to your work, and listen to your body, because Virgo is all about service to others. It's also about our health and our well-being, and things that make us feel good.